Hi YouTube, what's going on? Freestyle Steve, back with it again. Word up guys, you know me, just doing my thing. Back here on the Shield. This device is great, I love it. I'm definitely glad I got this over the Apple TV, although I would have did the most I could with the Apple TV. I don't know if I'm thinking you could jailbreak the things. I probably would have had to, in order to do more with it, but I know you can sideload if you have Xcode and all that, So I don't know if that's just installing certain apps and games that maybe ain't on the Apple TV. I guess you could say store or what, I mean, if you break it, I'm sure a lot of these jailbreak places, actually have websites where they might have certain game jailbroken compatible games or emulators or whatnot. But I do know that you can hook up the Apple TV to your computer and I guess to say sideload stuff through Xcode. I mean it might be easier now. It might be kind of like how we have a sideload launcher on here on the Shield. They might have a sideload, something like sideload launcher on Apple TV. But like I said, I never mess with it. I haven't looked back. I don't know. I was assuming, but when I read about it when it first came out, it seemed like that's when it was talking about how to load like apps that weren't or games that weren't on the store, that somehow it had to be done with Xcode. You know. So that's that. So what we're going to do today, guys, is I was looking at the Google Play Store the other day. I think it was the same day when I found the Perfect Piano, which, by the way, if you haven't checked that out, it's pretty cool. Cool to have something on your, cool to have something like that on the Shield, no doubt. So you can do it on the big screen. That's awesome. Okay, but I was looking up music. I guess that was my search term in Google Play, and that's how I came across a Perfect Piano. But once I went down, I kept going down, 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 down. I came across this game right here. Let's see, it might be at the end. I came across this game, Annelids, and it looked pretty dope. It seems to be like a Worms spin-off or clone kind of thing. And if you guys don't remember Worms, I guess what would you say? It's a turn-based strategy, defense. You know, battle the other person or play as a team. Basically you're just trying to kill the other worms before they kill you. Well, if you're in a team, worms, but if you're doing like one-on-one, then it's you against the other worms. So that was that, for the game Worms. But it got rather expansive. They've made a bunch of Worms games in the franchise itself, and they've had a couple of spin-offs. There's and clone-like games, I guess you could say. There's one clone game that I play, and I really like it. Actually, I'd love to see that game come here. I mean, and there might be a version of it, but if it had like full controller compatibility and everything, that'd be awesome. But I'd love to see. I play Hedge Wars. If you've looked on my channel, you can see I've did a couple videos on the Hedge Wars game, about 2 or 3, maybe 4 videos, and it's basically, I guess you could say it's cross-platform. It seems to be for Linux, Windows, OS X. I don't know if it's for Android yet, but you can get it on your computer, laptop, desktop operating systems. And I played it first when I was messing around with my Linux partition, and then I ended up getting it on the OS X side of things. But it's kind of cool. It's definitely a cool little I guess you could say Worms kind of clone spin-off game. It's kind of cute, colorful, got a bunch of cool weapons. You're basically, instead of worms, you're little hedgehogs, and it's called Hedge Wars. Yeah, and it's free. It's free. And I think they even got like a level editor, so you can edit your own levels, and how some of these games you can make your own maps and levels and all that. And so it's pretty cool. It's even got a built-in recording function, so you can record the video of your game. But if you're trying to do something like that on your computer, you're probably better off using OBS or one of the screen recorder apps like that. I tried the built-in recording features in Hedge Wars, and I couldn't get it working for some reason. When I tried, it would record like 4, 5, 6 seconds, and then it would just stop. So, my recordings that I've did, they came out decently through OBS. What does that stand for? On open OBS, open broadcasting. I don't even know. OBS Studio or one of them, which is the screen recorder slash screen capture application. And with Hedge Wars too, that's not a intensive game. You could probably even run it on a slightly older computer. So that's that. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and check this out. So Annelids now is the one I found here on the Shield. And like I mentioned, it looks to be a Worms kind of clone spin-off game. But what's cool about, let me go ahead and do something really quick. I'm going to go ahead and re-download it because I want to show you guys the beginning of it, where you do the training in the first mission, and I already actually completed that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just re-download the game really quick so we can be at a fresh slate. But yeah. So with this Annelids, it, like I said, it seems to be a Worms clone, but it seems to be a real time instead of a turn based like Worms, and even Hedge Wars is a turn based, and some of the other Worms games. This one seems to be real time, so that's pretty cool, and not to mention you get to use your controller. So let's go ahead and check it out. One thing I found when I was messing with it earlier, just to get a feel for it, that there's not really a clean exit. Some of these games you can back out of all the menus with the B button, and then when you get to the home screen, if you press the B button, a menu will pop up that'll be an exit menu, and then it'll say something like exit game now, and you have two options, okay or cancel, or exit game, and it's always usually okay or cancel. But this game, unfortunately, hopefully they add that, it didn't seem to get me any exit menu when I was pressing B. It'll back out of the menus, but once you're at the home screen menu, that's it. You could keep pressing B and it won't do anything. What seemed to exit was actually the back arrow, or I guess you could, if you look at our Shield controller and you got your circular lit button, which seems to be the home button, and then I guess you got the back arrow, which is the left arrow, and the forward arrow, which is the right arrow. The back arrow, sorry guys, the back arrow seems to back us out of the menus like the B does, but once we're on the home screen menu of the game, of the Annelids game, once we press the back arrow, that seems to actually take us out of the game. So that seems to be how you exit the game. I like getting the menu prompting up, letting me know if I want to exit or not, and I guess you could say a clean exit. So it's not necessarily a clean exit, but you don't press the home button to exit it. You actually back out with the arrow. So maybe that was their intentions of backing out of the game and whatnot. But let's go ahead and check it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the volume down because it gets a little loud when I have a game going like this. So let's check it out. Oh, I didn't install it. Okay, we'll go ahead and install it really quick. Shouldn't take too long, okay, yeah. Like I said, it shouldn't take too long. Alright, so we'll go ahead and open it now, and like with this game right here, it's not on this menu. You ain't gonna find it looking through here. You actually have to search. You'd have to search, type the name of the game, or even go to Google Play on your desktop or laptop, or whatever computer you're at. You can install it from there, and it'll push it to your Shield device. But it's just not going to show up here. Like I said, I think I found it by chance by I found it by chance by actually looking up the music section, I guess. So that was how I found it. But let's go ahead and check it out. So I did notice that the last time I downloaded it, and if you guys seen, it did end up in the game menu here, and that's probably because it was, you know, from a Google. Sometimes when you get the games from Amazon, you actually have to go to the sideload launcher to launch them. Some will show up here though. Some will, you know. I think Beach Buggy, it's kind of weird, you know, it shows up in the apps, but that's the Amazon version, you know, it's not particularly showing up in the games. But before, when I would download the Amazon version, it would show up in the games or sideload launcher. So now it's showing up. So I don't know if I like that or not, but I guess I kind of do, maybe, you know. And same with this one. That's I don't know if you could see the actually free in the little corner there. That's from the Amazon store too, and that Judy Knight was just pressed from, or I guess you could say pushed from Google Play on the computer. It seems to be a pretty cool game though, kind of like it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into Annelids, guys. So we are gonna do this. So let me go ahead and turn it down now, because you know the sound comes quite loud. Okay, and here is basically what I guess you could say is your home screen menu on this game. You know, you got three choices here: new game, resume, and about. So we'll go ahead and jump straight into the new game section. So if we go to new game, you got, once again, you got three options here. You got mission, custom, and multiplayer. Mission seems to be your main mode, I guess. So if we click here, these are your missions that you got. And your first two missions, it seems like once you complete, you know, the first two, the next two unlock. So I guess they give you two missions at a time, but you know, in order to unlock the two missions that are after the two that are unlocked, you have to complete them. And I don't know if you have to get 3 stars or not. I assume maybe you just have to complete them, you know. But so this is the mission section, and as you can see, there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45. Okay, 40 to, I didn't count that right, but I'm gonna say 40 to 45 missions, you know. So they got their, what they are: frozen eggs, hot eggs, team egg hunt, close quarters omelet, egg hunt, third. So there's your third duel, you know, once you get down that far, against all, phasers, Christmas, deathmatch pro. So these missions basically, you know, are I guess you could say aspects of the game. Like the training obviously is going to get you familiar with the basic controls and whatnot. So, you know, that's that. First duel is probably, as it says, your first duel against another worm. Or, you know, another class of worm. Okay, so let's go ahead and back out of that. So that's the missions, you know, it's pretty much just one screen. And I'm wondering what happens when you complete a big challenge and you finish all these missions. I assume that maybe you know, there's going to be more missions open. I don't know. So that's mission section. So if you go down and if you go to custom, and it basically tells you what it does. You know, it says custom game. You can configure your own mission, your own game mode, map, goal, and all the worms are customizable. Tap them to change them. So here we go. You know, basically your game mode looks like the default game mode is deathmatch. So let's see what happens when I click here. Okay, so this is basically telling you about the about the game modes. You know, deathmatch, everybody fights against everybody. Worm with highest amount of kills wins. Team deathmatch, so you know you must gather up with them. Probably gather up with the team. I don't know if they set you up with them computer teammates. I'm assuming they do, or unless you're doing like an online or networking thing, you know, then you can set your teammates up somehow that way. Team deathmatch. A team of worms fights against another team. Team with highest amount of kills wins. Okay, capture the flag. Your task is to find enemy flag and deliver it to your castle while preventing enemy team to do the same. Team with highest amount of delivered flags wins. Okay. Conquest. There are several flags on the map. Each team starts with one owned flag, the rest is neutral. Your task is to capture all flags. One respawn next to owned flags. Team that captures all flags win. Yeah. King of the Hill. There is only one flag in the map. Timer is started right after capturing the flag. The team that can hold the flag for given time wins. Egg hunt. Okay, and this one you must, only get a couple tries because it says 10 tries left. Collect eggs scattered around map. Worms drop their eggs when killed. Worm with most eggs at the end wins. Okay, team egg hunt. So the same thing as egg hunt, but with the team version of egg hunt. Collect eggs scattered around map. Worms drop their eggs when killed. Okay, so you get 10 tries of those two. So that is pretty much your game modes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 7 different modes. Okay, so we'll go to the next section here, which it looks like the next section is the map section. So if I go ahead and click this, okay, it looks like there's a couple of different maps. You could change your terrain, so it seems to be that the underground is the default. There's like an ice cave, there's a jungle, there's computer circuits, and there's a couple more that are locked. So I assume you probably have to, those might be the in-app purchases, or maybe there's some kind of a coins or points you can get. Let me see. Let me click on one just to check. Okay, I have 0 coins. It says you need 400 coins to unlock this map. Coins can be earned by winning missions or custom games. Okay, so look, I could watch a video for 500 coins, so let's do that. Oh, look, you can buy coins too, so I kind of figured that. Okay, I clicked to watch a video and it didn't work, so let's try it again. Okay, that was happening to me last time. It's fine, I'll do it then. I had to do it another time when I actually restarted, so, but basically it just goes to the video, you watch it, and it gives you 500 coins. Okay, so this is the maps, These maps need to be bought by coins. Look, 400 for that one, 500, 400, 400, 500. So those are your coins, right? I'm sorry, those are your maps right there, and they need to be purchased with coins. Okay, so you got that. So your goal, I'm assuming that this goal is maybe when you're, when you're playing another team of worms, or I'm not sure what they exactly mean by a goal, but it looks like it's a kill goal. So maybe when you're doing one of these game modes, if it's like a kill game mode, or I don't know, maybe a mission, maybe that has to apply to mission. When you verse a certain worm or whatnot, you can choose how many kills you need to complete before you go on to the next mission. There's different amounts here. It looks like we got 5, 10, 20, 50, and 100. And the default is 10. I think I'll leave it at that. I definitely don't want to try to kill 100 of them, 5 would be nice and easy, but we'll leave it at 10. Okay, and here is your worm. So, okay, I imagine that I'm Wormus, and maybe the easy AI, the guy I'm supposed to be battling against, is Bruof. So if I go ahead and press A to click on Wormus, it opens Wormus now. You can change his color and everything. Look, you can change his name. You can go and change his weapons. Those are the weapons he has. You can buy extra weapons, which, basically, okay, so we can switch weapons out over here. Oh, he's got quite a bit of other ones, look, so he can switch those with see how it's pointing to the arrows pointing to my weapons. I'll leave the default weapons. I guess I kind of like. Let's see if there's a gun, though. I want like another gun. The rockets are nice. Bouncing rockets. Oh, wow. A dirt ball. Yeah, the missile. Let's see. I want the missile. Uh-oh, what happened? Did it take my other machine gun? Nice. Okay, missile. I wonder, okay, I want the small rockets still. Maybe we'll get some kind of bomb. It had him a bomb, right? Okay, I don't see, or a grenade, was it? Oh, wow. How come I don't see it now? Okay, there it is. Chiquita bomb. And I'm wondering what else. Spike balls it seemed to have. So okay, cool. So you can definitely change your weapons. You can buy extra weapons, and it basically it's an in-app purchase, but it's $1.49, so that ain't terribly bad. I imagine there's other weapons you can use if you're, you know, competing against people online and you want to win and get points and coins or whatever. It's probably a good idea. But okay, we're not gonna do that now. So I'll go ahead and choose OK. So that was basically editing your worm, which allows you to change the color and look of him, as you can see the category on the top. And then if you go to the weapons, you can adjust your weapon set, which is cool. All right. So then you can do the same thing with that. It says easy AI, so we can go to him, and it looks like we could change his difficulty from easy, medium, hard, ultimate, and the look, you know. Okay, so he changes with each one. You click on the color, changes to a different preset. Let's go with Yavori. Yavori. Okay. So that is that. So that's custom mode. And here is multiplayer mode. And basically the multiplayer mode seems to be the networking thing. You know, it looks like it says I'm signed into Google Play. Wi-Fi not connected because I'm on Ethernet. I'm wondering if that would make a difference. Bluetooth searching. I don't know. You know, maybe maybe that would be locally. Like if there was another shield in here and they were hooked up to Annelids, you know, we could do a Bluetooth search. There's a option to host game, so that's nice. If you want to host game, if you're trying to, you know, do a network game, that's kind of cool. And a quick match. So let's see if this is actually okay. It says you will be automatically matched with other players in a random game. So you can choose. Okay. Um, dang it, guys. Okay. Quick match. Okay. I'm here, and I'm not. What's weird is I'm on the screen and I'm not able to choose I am ready. It's like I'm wondering if it just automatically, if this is like a, you know, like how kind of League does it or any of those games, if this is like a waiting K. But what I find kind of weird is I can't choose the I am, if you see now at this screen, the quick match screen, and this is in the multiplayer, that there's no way to choose the I am ready section. So what you'll probably have to do, like I'm gonna do now, is if you have a USB wired, you know, or a USB wireless or wired keyboard or wireless keyboard slash mouse, that's probably gonna come in handy right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I could plug in my Logitech, you know, good old trusty Logitech K400 Plus. Okay, and now I got a cursor here, so let me choose I am ready. Okay, so that was the only way to click that. So I clicked I am ready, and oh, wow, it says Ian joined the game. Okay, so I must be online with somebody. Seems like there's a little bit of lag. And that could also be due to recording, you know. Oh, he got me. Dang. I gotta kill him at least once. Remember, I got lag, though. Gee, this guy's good. Yeah, but remember, I'm recording, and I got lag, so once I can get a good shot at him. I wonder where he's at, a little. Gee, he must be way up here. Well, I'm trying to do a tutorial here. I'm not trying to play with the... Oh, where's my little rockets at? Oh, it must have replaced it with this gun. Oh, I think I just blew my... Oh, yeah, look, he's bleeding. Crap. I blew myself up. Well, that was dumb. Well, I don't know if Ian's still in the room. Unless he's waiting for me to go down here. Ooh, I can't even see the guy. Well, I'm gonna bounce after this. I didn't really come here to play, but I was just showing you how this worked, you know. So I went ahead and chose I am ready. Unfortunately, I couldn't choose it with the controller, which kind of sucked, you know. We had to use the keyboard. I keep forgetting he's got a grappling hook. Does he? Yeah, look. I don't see Ian anywhere. I wonder if he took off. Maybe he did. Ian, where you at? Unless he's hiding and he's just waiting for me to like come man zoot on him. But I don't see him. I think he took out. And then I think when you get close to him, there's like a little arrow that'll kind of notify you of the position where he's at. Yeah, I don't see Ian. So let's go ahead and back out. So what I think I can press the, okay, there we go. You can press the back arrow, you know, the left arrow, and it gets you up to a sub menu here. And if you see there's options in the right corner, there looks to be like 3 lines. I think that's resume. There's a music option. I don't know what that is. There's a sound option, and then there's this door thing. So if you hit this door thing, you'll go back to the menu. So now we're back to the menu. So we can go to new game. And, you know, that was multiplayer. So that was, you know, basically. But like I said, the thing that kind of was bummer is once you chose quick match with the controller and you got on the screen, you know, you're not in K. You actually have to choose I am ready. And there was, like, if you see there's a highlighted choice here to choose that. Unfortunately, on that menu, when I got to the you know, the quick match menu, I had to plug in the Logitech K400 Plus keyboard into my shield so I could bring up a cursor and actually choose I am ready to start the game. You know, without that, I wouldn't have been able. Look, see, there's no way to choose I'm ready. I'm pressing A here, and you know, I pressed the right arrow, nothing. So, you know, you have to use a unfortunately something that brings up a cursor, a mouse or a keyboard for that. So let's go ahead and get out of multiplayer. We've seen custom. Now we're gonna do the first mission. So this is the first mission. Basically, you know, goes through the game on how to well, it's the basic training. So, you know, I'm gonna leave his look the same. I'm not gonna mess with customize his look or any of the parameters. And with this training mission, they show you how to control the worm pretty much. In this mission, you will learn how to control your worm. Follow in-game instructions. So, okay, and the bummer thing now, which I don't know why this happened to me, is it froze. Normally don't freeze there, but a good thing I got this keyboard hooked up, so I can go ahead and just choose play, and we'll go ahead and play. So these are basically your controls here. You know, your fire and your hook are on your X and Y, but they're also, it looks like, your trigger buttons as well. You know, your B button, which brings up your menu, your weapons menu, is also your select button. The start menu button gets you to menu in case you want to get out and stuff. Okay, so now I got a cursor, so now I can play. So here we go. Use sticks to aim and walk. So it looks like the left stick walks him, you know, back and forth. If you press up, he jumps, but if you notice, he's got a little movement. It's not a straight jump. I noticed that, okay, you can move with the thumbstick, but if you use the D-pad, the directional pad, he just moves one way. So, like, see how I'm facing left? If I press the D-pad, you know, with the arrow going right, look, he'll move like that. And then if I press it going left, he'll move like that. He moves straight. You know, he only turns around when you use the thumbstick. So now that I use the thumbstick, he turns around. And then the jump, you know, you press up with him, but I notice he moves a little bit forward or backward when he jumps. So for that, you got to stay in place and just press up on the D. Now if you notice, look, he'll jump straight. So it tells you how to do it. You know, basically you move him around to get where you need to go, you know. And now it's telling us how to jump, you know, aim up to jump. So you kind of got to time his jumps a bit. Okay. And then this thing with Y and up is the use this hook. So, you know, you could Y and up. And, you know, with the hook, you press Y to shoot it, but it don't latch. You got to hold in the Y. It's like you press it and hold it in until you get to where you want, and then you let it go. Or press it and hold it again. See how it's like, I'll go from side to side. So that's how you do that, you know. And then here's how you dig. So we'll go ahead and dig. It says dig your own tunnel. So you press the A button, which, you know, and you can dig all the way down, all the way up. So that's kind of cool. Continue exploring. So obviously, you know, you're going to use a good old hook here. Let me go ahead and go. Okay. Now see those flags on the right side? See how there's on the right edge of the screen, if you could see it, how there's a red, green, and blue flag. Those are enemy notifiers there. So watch. Now we're gonna get to the enemies, and there's a weapon box. So I'll pick it up. It looks like it's small rockets, which is nice. Okay. So now, you know, you like it was showing us in the tutorial. You aim with your right stick. You can aim with the other stick, but he jumps. See, when you aim that way. So if you want to aim without jumping, you'll aim your right analog stick, and then I'll press X to shoot. Look, so boom. And then this menu on top is I think the top, if you see the left kind of, there's like two white lines. I think the top line is his health, and the bottom line is his rockets. But I think they reload. You know, I don't think you run out of them. So like, watch, I'll just keep shooting. See how it reloaded? And it reloaded again. So I think they always reload. So here, you know, we got a couple left. Let's blast them. Okay. So that's that. And that was pretty much it. I think that's done. So, you know, we come across here as flag, victory. Okay. So, mission accomplished with 3 stars. You've earned 30 coins. So, you know, you get coins for these missions too. So, you know, once you stack up all these coins, you can go back and buy some of those other levels with your coins, with your coins, which is nice. You know, it's kind of cool. So, we are done with the first mission. We can go to the second. So this is going to be our first duel. So basically, here we go. It's telling us, you know, the game mode. It's a deathmatch game mode. Goal is 5 kills, where I'm facing an easy AI or Mer. One-on-one battle against easy opponent. 5 kills to win. Okay. And once again, the cursor icon froze on me, but luckily I can bring up my trusty little wireless keyboard here and just select play, and it gets us in. Okay, so kill 5 enemies to win. So I don't know if it's one. I think it's one guy, and we got to kill him 5 times. So that's. Look, I'll get him. Oh, we killed both of us. That was a suicide. Oh, there he goes. He killed me. Shoot. Okay. I'm gonna change the rockets. Oh no, I killed him. I like the rockets. I don't know why. They just shoot right through him. See, now I'm following the arrow. If you notice the arrow, see how he's getting closer? Okay, so I got him 5 times, so I won. Okay, I only got 2 stars because I got killed once. So, we don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and... I'm just being a little picky here. Let's go ahead and get 3, so I'll kill them all 5 times. But let me change to my rockets. That's what I like. Okay. I got you, dude. Oh, he tried to pop back at me with some rockets. Alright, so there we go. So we killed them all. 5 times, so we earned 10 coins. I think with these missions you can earn a total of 30 coins. As you've seen before, I got 2 stars and it gave me 20 coins, so now we got 3 and it only gave me 10. So maybe total 3 stars, for 30 coins. So there we go. All right, so that was pretty much it. I don't think I'm gonna go through any more. I think you guys got a basic look at with this game. It seems to be pretty fun. I definitely think it's not as stressful as some of the faster paced games, such as the FPS games out there and whatnot. A little more relaxed pace, a little simple. Yet you could still have fun with it. And then what makes it cool is there's excuse me, guys. What makes it cool is there's quite a bit of maps for you to play with. I mean, of course, you have to get coins and unlock them, but you got a bunch of missions. You can also, watch a video, which unfortunately it didn't take me to the video link this time, but last time it did. You click it and it's like a 20, 25, 30-second video, and you get 500 coins. So you can stack those coins up and buy different levels. It would be nice if you could use the coins to buy weapons, but unfortunately, the more weapons is a in-game purchase, but it's only $1.49, so it's not a whole lot. So that's cool. But this is Annelids, guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and call it. The only thing I found that I didn't, and it's not a big thing, is there's not really clean exit. Like right now that I'm at this home menu, sometimes you press the B button, and I'm pressing the B button. Okay, it got me back to this menu, and now I'm pressing, I'm trying to back out, and it's not getting me anywhere, so we can't back out. We can always press the home button on our Shield controller to, we can go ahead and press the home button on our Shield controller to get us back to the Shield home screen, but, as I've mentioned before, that's not really a clean exit. But what seemed to work with this game was the back arrow, as I mentioned, the left arrow, which seems to be the back arrow. The right arrow seems to point forward. So if I press the left back arrow, boom, we are out of the game and back to our Shield home screen. But all right, guys, right on. Freestyle Steve checking out. I just wanted to do a Shield video of another cool little game that I found. I'll definitely be getting into this when I get some time, something to kill time, not too stressful or over the top, just cute little worms like clone, so that's about it. We're gonna bounce. All right, you guys have a good one. Peace.